Welcome back to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott. Greetings, blessings, salutations, and love. Welcome back once again to Chats with Jack. I am Jack Talcott, here to share just a little bit of inspiration, encouragement, a little bit of light, and a little bit of time together. I started the stream just a few minutes early, part from inspiration, part from calculation. But brothers and sisters, thank you to all of you who are joining me today, here and now. The topic today, here's my hope for today, okay? I've been reviewing and paying attention to what has been growing and developing here on this stream, on the platform, with the way things have been growing. Admittedly, no secret, I intend to change. I intend to grow. It is my goal to grow, to refine, to develop, to improve what is being shared here. And we got a lot of things working behind the scenes. I got there's some help and some support and some talent that's in my corner, and it's starting to come together pretty solidly, I believe. So today may be a pretty short stream, and this is where my mind is at right now. I'm thinking a 2-hour chunk might be about the limit of where I feel value, because it seems after that we get into some of these conversations on the panel and they just get a little crazy. But regardless, that's the past. Today, the topic. What I want to do is really get into the topic. I will drop the link for anyone who wants to actually engage with and have discussions about what we're talking about. That is still available, but I think it's time to start cleaning things up. So the topic today, cleansing the mind from clutter. Partially, it was inspired, the topic today inspired by a number of things, right? Move Forward Monday. Blessings to you on this Monday afternoon, Monday evening. There is no fear that I could potentially face this day that will compare to the fears I have already faced and overcome. And I tell you what, I can say those words truthfully. I faced a lot of fears I didn't know I had within me. I faced a lot of real life circumstances that required me to change my ways of thinking. So please trust that what I'm sharing is from experience. There is no fear that I could potentially face this day that will compare to the fears I've already faced and overcome. I've spent time imagining what else could happen. What else could I face? I'm prepared. Because here's why. What I've learned in my life is recognizing fear as a mental battle. That's the first key to overcoming the limiting thoughts. Because fears, that's what they are. They are perceived limits. They are perceived danger. Sometimes it's real. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes we make a big deal out of nothing, right? So recognizing that fear is simply a mental battle, it can help you find more confidence in your heart and in your spirit to face those fears that you might know. Along the lines today as well was a video I came across, and I promote what I enjoy. Right. And for those who may enjoy me, please, I've shared some of these videos. There's a link in the description for another creator. What's his name? David McKuen. I think someone actually in the stream mentioned I should check him out, and I finally did. Guy's a good, he's teaching important tools, some great tips, and I'm going to share just a few minutes of his video. This video titled, Speak Like This and Reality Becomes Yours. what he's offering in his video with the images and the graphics, for those who learn more like that rather than just listening to words, check it out. What I've been seeing is there are many, 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 many people teaching what I'm trying to share. Okay, what I'm trying to share about the power of the mind, the power of heart, the power of being intentionally present. Those things are so important, brothers and sisters. They really are. So I'm going to play a few minutes of this gentleman, David McKuen, and like I said, the link's in the description. Check out the video if you enjoy, and share some love with this guy. What he's going to be talking about, if I remember where I started in, how our minds create the reality. And again, there's been a lot of teachers, a lot of instructions. It comes down to the truth of the divine. I mean, it's the stuff Jesus taught, and then there's been many different philosophies and different other perspectives teaching these things, but it really comes down to the power of mind. So
now, what's very interesting about our beliefs is they really do paint our world and create our reality. And this is why, because you have what's called a reticular activation system. Now, a reticular activation system is essentially something that tries to reduce the workload of your conscious mind. Because
I could have prefaced this. The reticulating activation system, the RAS that's within our mind. I'd read some articles on this over the past few years. He's going to explain it more in depth, but it's been identified that there's a part of our mind that filters, right? Filters out the immenseness of information, and it focuses our awareness. It directs our awareness and our attention based on what's programmed deep within us. So this RAS is what he's talking about. It is part of the way that our beliefs create our reality.
Essentially something that tries to reduce the work. Now, a reticular activation system is essentially something that tries to reduce the workload of your conscious mind. Because in your subconscious mind, you have all of the patterns, all of the beliefs. But if you were to try and consciously juggle all of that at the same time, you would go crazy. You wouldn't be able to do it. And so your reticular activation system is always on the prowl, always looking out to see what is deemed as important for you to put your attention on. And guess what? It is your beliefs that play a big part on what your reticular activation system believes is important or not. So for example, if you have a belief about money that, money doesn't grow on trees and you never have enough of it, your reticular activation system will bring things into your attention throughout your day that reinforce that belief, because it has been trained to see things that correspond with that. Because it's in the subconscious, it's deemed as important, so it will continue to look out for more and more evidence that that is the case. Think of your reticular.
So the idea behind this, and I actually, as I'm playing this, maybe I did a poor job of building the foundation, tying the connection to the topic, cleansing the mind. What we want to do is reprogram the values, reprogram the reticulating activation system. We want to reprogram the beliefs that are within us. So here, let's get back to it. Just a couple more minutes, and then we'll move on.
Activation system as like a bouncer at a club. And in the club is the things that get into your conscious attention. And so all of these things, like everything is coming towards the door for the bouncer, and the bouncer, the RAS, the reticular activation system, can only let in things that are deemed important or who are on the list of guests for the conscious mind. And so let's say you have a more negative outlook on life and a positive outlook starts to approach the club. The reticular activation system is going to look at the clipboard and go, nope, you're not on the list. I'm not putting you through to the conscious mind. But then some negative beliefs start coming through. The reticular activation system looks at the list and goes, oh, wait, you are on the list. You're deemed as important. Go right on through. And so again, a bill comes through and the belief, it triggers an emotion and the belief comes through of I never have enough. I'm always don't have enough money or whatever else it is. Maybe something happens in a relationship and you have a belief that your relationship never worked out, or women are a certain way, men are a certain way. Bouncer goes, yep, that's in the subconscious. That's deemed as important. You're on the list. You get to go through. And so this is what the reticular activation system is doing. If you've ever noticed when you, to give you a good example of also how this can work and how we can change this, if you've ever been excited about something, let's say it's been a new car. Let's say you wanted to get a new car and you were very excited about the prospect of getting that car and you believed you could get it, like you weren't throwing in any doubt, but you were very excited about it. You may start realizing that you're seeing that car everywhere now, and even in the color that you wanted to get it. Why is that? Because you kept thinking about that car, you attached it to a feeling which was excitement, and so it became this belief. And then the RAS saw, okay, this is something that's important. This is in the subconscious now. We want to continue showing them and making them aware when this car is about, so you start seeing it more. In the past, that car was probably going past you almost as frequently, but you just didn't notice it. And
All right. I hope that if you haven't heard of that, the ideas of these things, please, I encourage you, go do some research. Learn about these things yourself. This stuff that is being shared by so many people, it is so important. It is so transformative. So here, I'm going to try and put some pieces together if you've been following along with these things. Cleansing the mind from clutter. What is the clutter? What is the clutter of our mind? Our mind is, what is our mind? Our mind is the activity of thoughts. So what would be cluttered in the mind? Perhaps unnecessary, unhelpful, unhealthy thoughts. Those are clutter. We've got a limited amount of time in each day, every single day, and our lives are not infinite. Life is short. How seriously do you take your life? That's a question I've been wondering today. I don't believe people take life as seriously as they tell themselves. Because I know I was lying. I know this is true for myself in the past. I didn't take life seriously. I didn't take my life seriously. What is my life? What is your life? What consists of your life? What creates your experience? You do. You create your experience through your inner world, your feelings, your thoughts. Your feelings and thoughts drive you, move you, create your actions and reactions. So if you don't have clarity in your thoughts and your feelings, if you're just a chaotic mess and you're a wreck inside, guess what? You're going to move through life like you're a wreck. You're going to move through life out of control, just reacting and obedient and just going along. And brothers and sisters, I see a lot of people just going along, telling these stories about how great they're doing. And I know there's people who say that about me, but I don't claim to be great today. I claim to have the value, the potential within me to accomplish some incredible things. So the thought I came to earlier, and actually dug on it, I meant to type these out. To find peace within yourself, to start living your life from where you are at. The path I found for myself was to gain clarity and definitions, finding meanings for myself. Everyone else tells me their definitions and their meanings of things, but this is my life. I choose my meanings. I choose, and don't twist this around. Each of us, we have this opportunity to define the world through us, with us. It's in the power of the mind. But this world we were born into, it literally is the satanic realm. It's completely inverted and twisted. We've got a top-down power structure. That is nonsense. That is deception, illusion, complete. Praise God. Praise God for the story that has been revealed for us. Let me get to the point. To live from where you are each day. Pay attention to what you're consuming. Food-wise, mentally, spiritually, what are you tuning into? Hopefully I'm part of you tuning into inspirations each day. Hopefully I'm a part of that. If I'm not, go seek inspirations in books, in videos, in song, in art. Go seek inspiration. Fill yourself with inspiration and share your inspirations with the world. Build upon what you can receive. To cleanse your mind from the clutter. All is how it is. Can you accept the all for how it is? Can you accept the world that you know, regardless of your opinions? Can you move beyond the opinions you carry and the memories and the fears and all of that crap we've been programmed to believe in? If you can accept the all, define the all. Define the all for yourself. What does it mean? What is Jack talking about? If you can accept the all is how it is. How do you feel? How do you feel about the all that is that you have learned of? How do you feel about all you have learned of? Because all you have learned of comes from and through that which is. That which is the world you know. So how do you feel about the world you know? Your feelings within you, the movements and the emotions and those energies, unless you're still and silent, those energies and stuff within us, they'll create distortions they'll create distortions, and we'll miss out on some of the things that are shown to us. Our minds can only tune in to so much. So pay attention to your energies within, because the energies within are going to direct your mind into what you're focusing on, what you're paying attention to, what is capturing your attention. We don't control all of those things, but we control a lot. It comes through practice. The practice starts with the thoughts, the intention. The intention can be and should be built off the desire. So if you want to cleanse your mind from the clutter, simply set aside, let go of that which no longer serves. How do you know what serves? Well, where are you? You're only in the now. So if you stay present and wondering, how do I serve? What is serving? What do I do from here? That's how we're supposed to live. Life isn't supposed to be so complicated, although I guess it is supposed to be so complicated because that's how it's been. So let me correct myself. Life has the opportunity to become much more simple than we've ever known. How about that? I believe that's accurate. Life has the opportunity to become far more simple than you have known. I know that from my own experience. And the energies we feel, the energies that we carry around within us, it's really important. It really, truly is important what's happening within you. Brothers and sisters, what is being taught by uh, by this guy, by all those Aaron Abke, John St. Julian, Shunyamurti, Eckhart Tolle, all of these people that I'm talking about, there's many, 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 many more people teaching this stuff. And there's a reason, brothers and sisters. There's a reason that so many people are talking about consciousness and the power of the mind and um, and the amazing potential that's found through inner work, developing self-awareness, the practice of self-development. There's a lot of people teaching those things, sharing that wisdom right here and now. So brothers and sisters, each day of life is nothing more than an opportunity to learn more. You're not learning more if you're focused on fighting and defending what you think or what you thought you remembered. Here, I'm going to offer one more. I'm going to offer one more idea. Open this up. I really don't intend to stream real long today, to be honest. I'm not going to open it up just yet, but the another tip that was offered through through that video, again, a reminder I'd like to share, is to live in the vision of your future, right? It comes, I mean, this has been taught through many different ways, Gospel of Thomas, Neville Goddard, lots of others. It's the power of prayer. It's becoming one with the energy of your dreams already fulfilled. Okay, your dreams being fulfilled may not be in the present, but the energy of having your dreams fulfilled it's like you're putting out a beacon into the universe, right? Telling the creator and the creational forces of all that is. God speaks to us. The universe speaks through us with silence. The silence is found in the present. And in the present, this is where we can start communicating with the future, right? By telling the creation, the forces of energy. Here, God speaks through silence and moves through energies. You control the energies within you. The energies within you direct your thoughts. Your thoughts and your energies direct your actions. But besides just the actions, your energies and thoughts within you, those are communicating to forces far into the unseen. Okay? This world is not always as it seems. And if we simply focus on the material, we're missing the greater picture. The greater picture is the spirit of life. The spirit of life is wisdom. It's through wisdom and intelligence that we get to know love. So love and wisdom are sincerely the reasons we're here. So how much time do you spend each day with your intention on wisdom and love? Growing it, sharing it, nurturing it, creating it, finding it, discovering it, wisdom and love. That's what life's about, man. Sincerely. Sincerely. Hey, thanks for that heads up. I hadn't seen it yet. I'm going to go ahead for a little bit for those who may want to discuss the ideas of cleansing the mind from clutter, the ideas of maybe reprogramming the subconscious. In that video, I didn't talk about it much here, but after what I shared, he goes into some of the practices to help. And he actually offers some other stuff too. But for those who may want to discuss the topics, cleansing the mind from clutter, What is that? Well, we'll just continue from there. Consider the goal. Consider the purpose of that. I've noticed that I offer a lot of things. I offer a lot of conclusions that people seem to, I don't know, resist or reject. And I understand that some of my conclusions are a little different perspective, and it's taken me like boom, boom, boom. There's a lot of steps sometimes to get to these conclusions, but I'm telling you what, brothers and sisters, everything I've been learning, everything I've been experiencing, it kind of points to that this is the way. What I'm trying to explain in my own words is what I understand of the way, right? The way. The early disciples of Jesus were teaching the way. Jesus taught the way. The Buddhas taught the way of truth, of love, love without conditions. It's really more simple than you might think. It's a matter of trust. Trusting that it's simple, trusting that it can be done, trusting. Trust. Trust is the key to love. How can you claim to love life if you don't trust what life has to offer? How can you claim to love others if you constantly criticizing or rejecting what others are offering? Well, I suppose we do all have that right. And what others offer is not always pleasant, that's for sure. It's been a big part of my experience with that, at least. Hey, you know what? Today is Monday. I'm feeling complete. 30 minutes, short and sweet. The 2-hour mark isn't even a concern today. Brothers and sisters, I am. Sincerely, I'm going to follow this urge and thank all who joined in for this brief presentation. I hope you received something from it. And I hope you return again in the future. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Talcott Tuesday. We'll see what the energy offers. Brothers and sisters, thank you again. Sincerely, praise God. Choose love, peace for everyone, and live without fear. Thank you again. God bless.